Good morning, world. Today is August 19th, 2021. There's a lot of controversy on the internet right now because one of the conscious community leaders, very intelligent. Actually, there are two. There are two very intelligent young brothers that had set a foundation of admiration, being black and studious. And studious means intelligent. Giving the black community lectures and lessons on our history from from you know religion to political to even love. That's where we're at right now. Is the love part. Well, let me tell you, they both want to represent um, polygamy, polygamy, and that's fine. Polygamy is, having more than one wife, and everybody's working together for the common good or in the end game, right? Well, right now it's kind of strange, because Aquarius means to know. So she knows, like these women know if they listen, but see, a woman don't always listen. A woman hears what she wants to hear. I know, I'm a woman, 52, I'm a woman. We get in relationships and we hear what we want to hear. We see what we want to see. And by us being nurturers, we think we can actually change someone, right? We do. So we get into these relationships. So, in these two particular instances and examples of this poly, um, I'll start with young Pharaoh. He's 28. He came on the scene dropping bombs with knowledge and telling everyone that the Bible is not what we think it is. It's actually a book of astrology, which is very powerful. I meant to get that book. Can't find that book again. It's weird. I came across it some time ago, and now I can't find it. Rare books are hard to find. And he's been on the scene for about, I'm gonna say, he's young. He's called Young Pharaoh. So I think for about, I'm gonna say 3 to 4 years. Okay. And then we have Brother Polite, who has been on the scene from what I hear since '93. I actually was a student at the New Wapian School on Bushwick back in 2008, and he was actually a teacher. Um, very astute brother, Masonically astute, very illuminated, if you dig what I'm saying. And well, this past month of the Leo season has shined new light on our brothers. You know, it's one thing to know all this stuff about religion, about leaders and historical data, and all of that is beautiful. It's beautiful. You did your work. But when we look at the future, they are currently going down in history as male bashing, perverted, one of them a pedophile, And I'm going to guess that the next one will be put on trial too soon, because he was 28 and he brought a 21-year-old college girl to his house. That he's gonna go lower and lower because even him and the 21-year-old she didn't go along to get along. So he's gonna have to find younger women, and nothing's wrong with that. It's early morning, y'all, so I'm up. I'm up having my coffee, honey. But anyways, so um that's just a speculation, you know, because I can see certain patterns and how it's going down. And I thought, with Brother Polite, so he has been charged in Dade County, Miami, with the accusation of rape of a 14-year-old child, not young woman, child. And very descriptive in the situation and how it manifested and everything he did to make sure that he got along with that child. And I say that to say this. There was a young man called Cryptocurrency where he supposedly scammed out of thousands of dollars. Well, that brother died, I'm going to say, like last month. And I say that to say this. When you do people wrong and they transition over to the next world, and once they gain their power, they do everything they do to have judgment on your human ass. That brother was distraught. He was raped off of what Brother Polite did to him and his family. Brother Polite has raped many people and was bragging and had the audacity to say, oh, people came after me and I'm still free. Yeah, because you skipping states and nobody, our people, they need a leader, so they don't even know how to begin to pursue legal recourse. But this lady, the mother of this child, she pursued legal recourse, and I want to commend her because I hear she's supposed to be some type of fans only or OnlyFans participant. And she said, to me, it's saying, I don't give a damn what I do to get this money, but you are not going to solicit my child or exploit my child to your perversions, you sick motherfucker. And I am proud of her for that. Salute, sister. That's you motherfucking right, girl. And I salute you. Too many of us have been taken and fell victim to what all glitters don't ain't gold, honey. And so I salute you. So we're at a day and a time right now where we don't know in the near future what's going to become of Brother Polite. I mean, he has about 20 wives now. He's always patting an ass and, got these voluptuous women, but that's got to be costly, because, sisters in the game ain't doing it for free, honey. And, everything, like I said, that glitters ain't gold. And so when it comes down to it, he just went from a different street hustle to people hustle, which is pimping and pandering. So, it's a shame too. You better get off my chair. Sorry, y'all. which is a shame because, like I said, I used to listen to Brother Polite because I was needing the knowledge that he was providing. And, well, um, they say, you know, listen to the message. Don't listen. Don't judge. Even listen to the message, because even a homeless person can tell you something. Um, and also, we have brother young Pharaoh. Well, young Pharaoh has been with a young lady for a while now, but before that, when he came on the scene, he had another young lady. She was a little chubby thing, cute, cute smile, beautiful smile. Really, you know, I'm gonna say up with her man, not down with him, because, I'm sure she was doing a lot of the working while he was, trying to travel and get his name out there, and she was with him through thick and thin. Then she had a child with him. All I know is two of them now. When these young ladies have children with this young man, he switches the game up on them and makes a proclamation of what he wants to be as a polygamy relationship. He's now wanting more than one wife. And um, he may not have switched it up on Golden, but it wasn't until he got a little money that he now became more aggressive with the thought of having a polygamous relationship. Which that's fine. That's fine. However, there takes a lot of maturity to have such. And even if you can get two or more to do it, it's really basically an open relationship where you choose other people to have to share energy with, and you bringing them into your cipher, where the woman is basically worshiping you, a man, for as great as he thinks he is. And if he don't get that, then it's a power struggle. It looks to me like the game of polygamy is more like pimping bottom bitches and hoes. Now, I'm not calling all the queens hoes, by no means. However, there is no way, and in different strokes for different folks, you know. Me personally, I would rather be here in my peace of mind than to have to share my energy with other women. A queen, it's hard for a queen to have other queens in one room. So, um, you're telling me that we have progressed so far ahead that these women are of a higher consciousness? No, sweetheart. They're of a pimping and pandering consciousness. They just don't know they're being played because they have all the glitter. They have all the what ifs. They have all this, well, if I stay, we're doing good things. We're helping each other. It's beautiful. But at the end of the night, one of them goes to sleep alone, unless they're all sleeping together, while the other one's holding him. And then now they both are going out recruiting, and it never becomes enough. Oh, I met such and such, and she's so enamorous, and she's so this and that. Stop. She knows she is, but you're trying to pull her in. Who will play the game? And if they seen how you really are, when he was with that young lady, Amanette, um, when things went array, when he was really accused of, hustling people, and he made a video, and she must have sat there and she looked crazy as hell. And she's the bottom bitch. She's the top one. She's beautiful, beautiful, and probably very, very sweet, but has the confidence of a baby child when it comes to her daddy. So it's really interesting. I like to study people's psychological behavior when it comes to relationships and love, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had a healthy love relationship um, in a long time, but I'm a damaged vehicle, you know. Um, but it's okay because I love love, and I love to assist my young people in their relationships, not to get involved and not to tell a motherfucker what to do, but to listen to what is needed, and then I convey it to the other. You dig? Like I'm not, I'm not a messy person. Actually, you know, I'm probably one of the coolest people on this planet. And with brother Polite, all I can hear in my mind is Natural Truth saying, "Come get this work," and then my brother was shipped off to prison. So, Spirit speaks to me and Spirit speaks through me. And it was really crazy last night. Shanetta's butt got online and pretended like Brother Polite was coming on there just so he could get some views. And I was really like, he was all happy that 4,000 people came on his page, and see, Spirit is working, because he didn't know that he hadn't logged off, and he was like laughing, saying, I got 4,000 views off this bullshit, and I wasn't gonna tell them shit. Insanity, because that's one of his proteges. If it wasn't a lot for, they fed off of each other back in history with Nitra Tahuti, and Brother Tahuti was the first to say that the black woman is God. Polite and Brother Tahuti even debated, and Tahuti proved scientifically why the black woman is God. And the next thing I know, Brother Polite saw an angle and he ran with it, because Brother Polite at one time was teaching sovereignty. All of his books were all about money and currency, still are. But he did take that black woman as God and he ran with it. Young Kit Pharaoh ran with it. And at the end of the day, it's crazy. But how sincere are these people that are saying this? I don't know. I don't know. Only they know their intention. But I see their action. And it doesn't, it does let me down. It lets me down because just as much as they put us on the throne of higher elevation, mentally, subconsciously, it's all a game. It's all a game. It's like When I meet a white person who hangs out with black people, right? And I meet a white person, and if they try to do what they think is be a part of our blackness, meaning try to talk that slang and try to talk all of that like they think we do, I get pissed. I like people to be real about their shit. Be who the fuck you are. Don't try to be anything other than who you are. And if you don't know who you are, you need to take some time to get into yourself. Look at the things you love. Look at the things you've been through. Ask yourself why and how can you make it better. Nobody can make it better for you. All this shit that glimmers ain't gonna help you. It's you. The whole purpose of this lesson on this planet called Earth is to know thyself. And that's where change and revolution and evolution begins. Don't wait on these brothers to get themselves together. Sisters, you got to get yourselves together. And brothers, don't try to manipulate and control anything outside of you. Everything that is yours will come to you naturally. You don't need extra. And if you get it, then that's a reward. But when you gotta do it to get it, if you gotta get it to, and you're not being fucking real, and you're being fake, and you're being like a thief, and you gotta steal it, and it's not yours. There are cheat codes in nature, absolutely. But pimping is the oldest fucking game in the book. And these sisters today are not woke to the point that they don't even realize they're being pimped. There's nothing wrong with, my mom was a fashion designer. I wore some of the hottest hip hop clothes in the world. Still do. Still do. I can dress my ass off. I'm just up early wanting to talk. But, you're hanging out. You need the baddest, newest white people shoe, designer shoe, and you need all that. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I used to wear little dresses going to my son's football games, practices, because that was my style. Like, I wasn't trying to get attention. That was my style. But no matter what dress you can put on with these brothers, Polite and YP, no matter how good you look, these brothers are looking at the next one because they've already had you. They've already got you. And as far as they're concerned, they're on to the next one because the end game is to see how many they can get in their stable. If you don't believe me, honey, go to the Players Ball in Oakland. Because, it's still going on. So, you rubies, you diamonds, you sapphires, you emeralds, you citrus, you turquoise, you beautiful, beautiful women. Let them people go. As they said, in the Bible, it said to Abraham said to God, and if she is black, and she must have been really peep game. He said, if there are 5, will you spare the village? And she said, yes, if there are 5, I will spare the village. He said, if there are 2, would you spare the village? You know what I'm ad-libbing. She said, yes, if there are 2, I will spare the village. Then he said, if there is 1, would you spare the village? And she said, yes, I will spare the village. And there was not one. There was not one. I think we're in those times where there is not one. And I hate to say it, and it sounds like I'm being condescending to my brothers, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. They practiced everything but having a healthy relationship. And it takes cycles of time to really want a healthy relationship. So, it's deep. It's deep. And women, we also need um, correction. You know, we need correction too. Everything is not about your vagina. That your vagina is the gateway to life, just like our words are the gateway to life, just like our thoughts and our intentions every day when we wake up and we set our intentions. But it's hard to set your own intentions when you're following someone, anyone. And that's what's wrong, because we have no desire to be leaders. We only want to follow. And that is why we're in the state that we're in today. It could get better. I pray it gets better. But, it's looking kind of slim, y'all, because um, most people stay in the same cycle of life. And that's what those in power, or those who have the illusionary power, expect, so that they can continue forward on their cycle of destruction. Um, it's been a really interesting few weeks looking at the minds of Brother Polite and young Pharaoh. And at the end of the day, honey, those children need a hug. They're gonna they're they're no different than the rappers that are being fallen, that are being slayed in the street. They all make all this money, and then they all fall down, and fucking sucks. But it's real. So I just wanted to holler this morning. Like I said, it's there's a fly in my damn house. Um, it's 8 August 19th, 2021 at 7:58 in the morning. And my name is Alice, also known as New Moon, also known as Wisdom the Poet. I am a poet. I'm a mother. I'm a community activist. I am a professional, and I am a grandmother, and I have a nation that I help to raise up. So it was very good talking to you, and I appreciate you hearing me. Peace and love.